Hey everybody, what's up? Frank Coble here. This is one of my paintings back here. We want to do some long form of some of my illustrations. I've done some shorts and people want to see exactly what I mean. Someone wrote to me that they missed the setup, that I should do like a long version so that way they're not missing what I'm trying to say. Kind of like a comedian tells a joke. If they don't set it up right, then you're not gonna be like, huh, what? What's the punchline? So anyway, I want to do that here, and I want to make this. This is be for a book I'm working on, and it's gonna be like an illustrated devotional to make people just have a well-rounded life. And I hope you enjoy this. Okay, there's a Dr. Caroline Leaf who does these talks about how the brain you have, you're not stuck with it, that you can grow your brain. And people have had head injuries and this and that they can grow. What did she call it? Well, she said there's like 100 billion neurons in your brain, and these branches called dendrites that they are like branches that hold like words. So I've been through this before, where you use like these 3x5. I'm just going to put word here. Words. Hey, like just I've done this before, where I had to learn like geography, or I was in a class for uh, I forget, geography and biology, where I just ended up using these little 3x5 cards to draw out my 3x5 cards. You put the word on one side, and then you put the definition on the other side. And I was able to grow my brain, basically. So, word. Let's see, what's the good words here? Dendrites. I can learn all these new words. Neurons. I don't even know if I'm spelling it right. Like DNA. Chromosomes. It's just and brain. Let's put brain exercises. Grow your brain. Mind over matter, meaning our mind can control our brain. You make up your mind. You're going to study. And you learn this in college. I don't know if you guys have been in college before, but the one thing that always made me think about in college is that you don't want to cram for a test. So many times when I got to the end of the quarter, I was studying, it was just awful. I was studying engineering, of all things. That, oh yeah, I'm good at math, like, just study engineering. And the counselors really pushed it on me. And yeah, it was like, wow, this is a secure job. They need engineers. Well, I'm just not a math guy. Sorry, but more of a wordsmith. Anyway, I'm just going to hold off for a second here. So let's go a little more here. I want to get just get some drawing in here of these dendrites. of new growing your brain. Like our DNA. Brain exercises. I'm going to try and draw this fairly decent. Mind over matter. My handwriting's not the best. But anyway, she draws it in her thing, like your brain kind of stores this word like this. DNA. Brain exercises. And I'll say this, I heard another brain doctor talking. He was Dr. Amen. He's a kind of a brain doctor. He likes to play ping pong, like, and yeah, I'm a love ping pong, whatever, but I think maybe pickleball's taken over now. But learning to do things that really stimulate your brain. That's why I think it's good for elderly people to be online and to be staying in touch with their kids, not getting bored. Word challenge. Like, he's like Words with Friends and Scrabble. Just things that help you grow your brain. Brain. And okay, let's put chromosomes. Whoops. And neurons in our brain. And so here's just a quick little drawing of how your brain can grow bigger, like learning to do like word challenges and learning new skills. It's just a lot like a tree. There's all kinds of stuff going on in here. But this is like part of your brain. Apparently there's like 100 million neurons in your brain. So if you don't grow it, it will deteriorate. And thinking positively helps. Having a purpose. And let's color this in real quick, just to give it a little bit of make it a little bit three-dimensional. Yeah, just a second here. Okay, I just want to add a little color to this. This is going to be in a book, so I kind of want to make it not too hard to see. It's got to be visible, so the main points, you don't want it to get too clouded in here. And this isn't gonna, hang on a second, let me get an eraser on some of this. Sorry, it's kind of shaking the thing. But, yeah, I'm trying to go for Bob Ross. Sounding kind of relaxed here, but kind of taking Bob Ross's job for him. There. You guys all remember Bob Ross, don't you? Anyhow, let's just get a little bit of color, just to give a little depth in here. Yeah, I love Bob Ross. Everyone loved Bob Ross. You know who he is, the guy with the big afro. He used to draw and paint on the public, Channel 9 public broadcasting. But he used to have some good saying, like, there, you just create your own little world. There. Just a little more over there. The guy should have been like the guy could have done anything really, but like those late night radio show guy. And I got a little bit too dark here. But we can come back in here and try and make it less bold, because I want this to be front and center, this piece. We got a little bit too carried away here. Get some paper on this. Alright, so let's just throw in another color here, maybe just kind of get a tree color here. Kind of give it some balance here. I have to wait for this to dry up. I think I'm pretty dry. Let's see here. Yeah, just a little something to give it a little bit of depth. I'm going to come back in and clean it up. Yeah, so how's everybody doing out there? You guys like this kind of stuff? Just hit the like and subscribe button. I know sometimes it's a hassle to go into your, you gotta get into your Gmail account. But they say only like 20% of people subscribe that watch different things. But this is a really popular method of illustrating things, where you just have like a pen and ink and watercolor, and you just got to make sure you use a pen that is actually waterproof, that won't bleed. So here is just what I do, like a little indication of like the ground. Indication, that means it's kind of like you're not really going around doing all these details, but you're just kind of indicating, like, this is the roots. They're going underground. Of course, all this is related to what's going on in your brain too. Like, you have branches coming out like this. And try and clean this up a little bit. This is a thing called cross hatching. It's good if you can get a little bit of exaggeration in your drawings. If you're an artist, if you're just watching, then you don't have to worry about it. Chromosomes. Yeah, I was just reading this thing about chromosomes. I didn't want to go down this bunny trail, but you know, women have a Y chromosome and men have a 2X chromosome. I don't know exactly how it works. There's two male chromosomes, and women have a Y and an X. But apparently that helps women more verbally and better with words, and men are more task-oriented for some reason. Better spatially, like distance and things like that. And part of that might go back to the caveman days when men were out hunting and using their spears or bows and arrows, whatever, and women were back cooking. That was another one. A friend of mine said that women have a stronger sense of smell than men, because they're home cooking, and whereas men, if they're out hunting and they have to grabbing these dead animals, that it's better for them not to be able to smell. I'm just gonna do like Caroline Leaf had in her thing, brain. Dendrites. See different words. Mental, ping pong. If you guys, any of you guys want to play ping pong, or if you want to do some pickleball, just let me know. I'd love to be able to play. Set it up. And we can go for it. Yeah, it's a really good brain exercise. Things like that really keep your brain going, like learning new things, creating assignments for yourself, taking classes, and learning to pace yourself. I'll talk about that in another video. But learning to just pace, learning something new every day. You know, like I said, in college, when you try and cram, your brain doesn't have a chance to really absorb the information. And they actually say the better thing to do is to teach I heard one guy talking the other day about he teaches a happiness class, and he's a professor. He just wrote a book on it because there's a lot of success, and a lot of people are successful and they're not happy, and he's kind of just doing this thing about it, a book, a study. I mean, he ultimately came down to the conclusion that teaching helped him with his happiness. Excuse me. Better than anything else. So anyway, this is going to be in my book. It's like a little illustrated devotional. I don't know if you remember when you were kids, and you had these picture books of like the clock went tick tock. And you got to like second, third grade, and they had these second, third grade section of the library, and there was no pictures in there. I'm like, where's the pictures? I'm not going to read this, and like, put it back on the shelf. Well, some people made some crossover books where there were some illustrations in it. But anyway, I just thought it'd be good to have books that have like, pictures in it and writing. And a lot of times we remember things better visually. So, excuse me. It might seem really basic, but just an overview again that we can grow new brain. We can grow our brain. Dr. Caroline Leaf, you can look her up. She's a very brilliant person talking about learning and brains and how we can grow our brains. Just a little cross hatching here. I might have to come back in here with another little wash. Anyway, this is just the start. So anyway, feel free to comment. And if you have any ideas or just want to spin it off in your own direction, I love it when people give me feedback. Someone commented on my shorts that they were too short, but YouTube has a thing where it's only 1 minute. It can only be 1 minute, so it's really hard to cram very much information in 1 minute. So anyway, you guys, hope you like and subscribe. We'll talk to you on the next video.